Hello and welcome to Carp Talk TV. I'm here today at Stables Carp Fishery. I'm going to show you about the new subs package from Carp Talk. So when you subscribe to the magazine, you get a lovely subs package from Enterprise Tackle. So I'm going to show you how to use it and what sort of techniques I'd use, what rigs I'm going to use, what sort of different combinations I'm going to use of all the imitation baits that you get in the pack. The pack includes all sorts of plastic baits from Enterprise Tackle. There's all sorts in there. There's corn, there's a big box full of basically everything in the range, lots of buoyant things like pellets, maggots, all sorts of things. Everything's got a different use, so I'm going to show you that now. Right, so in the Enterprise pack you get 4 packets of the new big corn, which has been designed for sort of fishing on with larger baits, like boilies, tipping them off, but also because it's bigger it's a bit more buoyant, so you actually only need like one piece to pop up a size 8 or a size 6 hook. I'm actually using a combination of this and the corn stops, which are also included in the pack. Right, well, another thing that's included in the subscription pack from Enterprise are these two sort of more natural things. You've got the snails and you've got the beetles. They can both be fished on zig rigs if you desire, but you can also sort of put like bits of paste in them, or you can, like, there's foam inserts in there, pops them up, makes them a lot easier to use. You can fish them over all sorts of debris, weed. But they'd work really well in weed, the snails, because obviously that's where snails live. So if you want to fish them in weed, fish them popped up. But if not, you can always fill them with paste, any kind of flavour you desire. There's options basically limited by your imagination. Another addition to the subscription pack are these newer versions of the tiger nuts. These are a smaller version, nice mini version, perfect for the little delicate presentations, or when you're using the little like real tigers in your spod mix. These match them perfectly. One of Enterprise's best sellers has always been their fake dog biscuits, and this year they've actually improved the range and they've come out with these ones. They're a lot smaller, come with a little foam insert, makes them a bit more buoyant, so obviously the smaller size would make them a lot less buoyant, but they've included these foam inserts which now make them the same sort of buoyancy as they were before, but obviously a lot smaller and much more delicate, and hopefully much more appealing to the carp. Now the pack wouldn't be complete without the addition of some fake corn. This is the normal size stuff, unlike the big stuff that I showed you earlier on. This is like the imitation corn, so you cannot get any closer to a real piece of corn. Comes with some yellow stops as well, so obviously when they're sitting on top of the corn, a fish wouldn't be able to see them, which may bank you a few extra fish. You never know. This can be sort of hair rigged or side hooked, whatever setup you desire. But obviously I'll show you some stuff later on, and hopefully that'll give you a bit more of an idea as to what to use in your fishing with these fake baits from Enterprise. And finally, if that wasn't enough, Enterprise have also included this little box of goodies, which is basically their carp buoyant imitation bait box. It includes all sorts of baits in here. I'm just going to pop it open. We've got fake maggots, we've got loads of different colours of corn, we've got maize, night glow corn, we've got fake boilies, corn stops, pellets, the larger tiger nuts, zig hook baits, corn skins, and fake bread. Basically anything you possibly desire from the Enterprise range in one neat little bundle. And that finishes off the nice package from Enterprise for the subscription, and hopefully I'll be able to show you a fish on the bank, and I'll also show you a few rigs. Right guys, here's an example of a rig that I've been using today. This one's featuring the large pop-up corn and one of the fake maggots that's included in the little box that you get in the set. Basically all I'm doing, fishing it, this is for inside a solid PVA bag, so a very short braided hook link, size 8 hook, small rig ring on there just for a bit of a blowback effect, and then it's coming down to a little piece of putty as the corn's only just buoyant enough to lift up the hook only a tiny bit, sort of sits cocked like a claw, perfect for going into the bottom lip of those fish. And that's basically it. That's just fished inside a solid PVA bag. And on here I've been using pellets, but you can use whatever you want in there. You can use your own like ground bait mix, or crushed boilies, or a combination of all three. So this, fished over a little bag, or even over a spod mix, would work very well. Right, well here's another use for the large corn. This one is a pink piece of large corn on top of a bottom bait there. Got a size 6 long shank hook with a blowback ring on there, and a piece of shrink tube just on the length of coated braid. Very simple, and perfect little rig to present this sort of setup. It's a very nice setup actually. The pink corn is just buoyant enough to just sit the bait up a bit off the bottom and sort of waft in the water as it's going along, and hopefully that little fleck of colour will attract the carp's attention and you'll get a bite much quicker over a baited area of boilies. And there we have it, nice 16.5 pound common, nailed on the rig that I just showed you earlier on. Absolutely brilliant. So there's no more to do now other than get out there and use your Enterprise subs package to catch some cracking carp like this one.